Many thanks for the opportunity to follow the road of our program further on. And we have already crossed the middle of the road and we already see our goal. And today we're going to talk about some of the things which were already started talking earlier. Today is the third part of our program, and that is we're going to speak about cleansing and getting rid of parasitic disease. We love nature, and in a way, parasites, they are part of the animal world as well. And all these bodies, or organisms, they would like to live at our expense. They derive our sustenance from its host, and that is us. As one of the colleagues has said, we live in a worm world. The most important thing is to understand that they do exist and we need to get rid of them. Today, we are going to speak about different worms, those parasites who live in our intestine. And the parasites, they occupied our body. They took from us what we ourselves need. Parasites are always trying to use our strength for themselves. More often, their favorite place is intestine. It is quite important to understand that they cause a lot of damage. They cause some mechanical damage to our intestine. They have a toxic effect on us. Our immune system is suffering. They have this toxic effect. We have allergic reaction to them. And the best part of our food is going to be used by them. And they cause suppression of immune system, and they can stimulate the causation of different kinds of neoplasms. Another thing is that when parasites invade our body, very often we don't feel nothing. We don't feel anything. We just feel a little bit of weak. Sometimes we have slightly increased temperature. Sometimes we have some slight gut problems. And we don't feel that we are really invaded by those parasites. But the science says that in every 3 adults, 2 of us are going to be infected by worms. And 80% of all health problems are caused by different sort of parasites. And very often we think that it is not our problem, but most likely that we are infected by them. So the question is, so we have those parasites, what are we going to do? Very often they live together. What should we do with that? We need to get rid of them, to evacuate them. First of all, we need to cleanse our intestines, our gut, and we spoke about it already, because we need to start from the very beginning and to the very end of our gut. But the important thing is not only to cleanse our gut, but to restore the good bacteria there. Because the problem is that if we have some parasites there, it is most likely that we have the a disbalance of the good bacteria in our guts. And we have an excellent solution for that, because we have our excellent products which are affecting in a natural way all those parasites. We have, for example, a very famous plant, Podarco, or an ant tree. Its wood is resistant to pests, and mushrooms never grown on its trunk. And this tree has very strong natural components which act against different type of mushrooms. So that is why it is quite good for us to fight against different sort of candidas, different sort of mushrooms in our body, particularly if we had the treatment with antibiotics. At the same time, this plant improves and strengthens the immune system. It prevents the development of the inflammatory processes throughout the body. It increases the overall tone and vitality. Olive leaves. At the same, now we're speaking about the olive leaves. It is a symbol of peace and prosperity, and we're going to bring this peace and prosperity to our guts. Olive leaves secrete a large number of phytoncides, which exhibit the anti-yeast effect against the candida. It has the strong antibacterial properties against some of the gram-positive bacteria, Staphylococcus and Streptococcus. And at the same time, it has not only an anti-inflammatory, but also a wound healing effect. Common thyme, we know that it is a famous herb which is used in cooking, but at the same time, it has healing properties as well. It has strong expectorant properties. It strengthens the secretion of bronchial glands. It liquefies mucus and speeds up its evacuation. And its effect is very soft and relieves spasm from the bronchi. So in this way, we can breathe more easily. Echinacea. Echinacea has a pronounced anti-tumor activity. It increases the body's resistance to harmful microflora, destroys fungi, viruses, and eliminates inflammation. Propolis. It is well known for its bacterial properties. It destroys viruses, bacteria, and fungi. And it is produced by the bees. It has a very strong combination. It is called a bee glue, which protects from viruses, bacteria, and fungi. And it has a very strong, propolis has another important advantage, that it also kills those pathogens that they are already resistant to artificial antibiotics. It has a very strong effect. and it helps to preserve the body's microflora and prevents the occurrence of dysbacteriosis and helps to remove foreign materials from the body. All these components are natural. They are plant-based and they are included into our product, Fungistop Phyto. And this product has a perfect combination of these natural components. And you know, sometimes the natural components should be taken not at the same time, but we have this combination which works perfectly in combination. We recommend to take this substance, this product, for at least 1 month. We need to take 1 capsule 2 times a day. Sometimes, if you feel that you have some candidiasis, in that case, we recommend you to take this product for 3 months. And at the same time, we recommend you to limit the consumption of bread made of yeast, sugars, cheeses, fermented milks, canned, pickled, and starch-containing products. At the same time, contraindications are individual intolerance to components, pregnancy, breastfeeding, and different other systemic diseases. So that is why we recommend to consult a doctor before use. So for whom these products would be perfect? People with different yeast diseases in various locations in the gastrointestinal tract and genitourinary system. So this is our first product, Fungistop. And in our second product, we have black walnut. It is very often, it is called the, it can help protect our lives after the snake bite. It is particularly important to use the shell of this walnut. This shell has substances which are able to resist fungi and viruses that attack the human immune system. At the same time, to get rid of all these toxic elements, we need also to remove the parasites from our digestive system. It really promotes the removal of weights and toxins from the body. At the same time, it also supports the liver. And it removes toxins also from the liver. The next product is a clove. We know that in the old times, very often people in the old times were using cloves from the ancient times to protect our health. This cloves has very important anti-parasitic, antibacterial, and antifungal action. At the same time, it helps and supports wound healing, and it has a very good effect in getting rid on different parasites, tapeworms, flatworms, roundworms, as well as bacterial, viruses, and fungi. And clove, at the same time, increases the effectiveness of all other components which are included in our product. What is important to say? That all these components are working not only throughout our gastric tract, but it also works in our blood. It works as well in the brain. So that is why clove has this very strong and positive action. The next plant is pansy. It has quite a lot of different names, but we need to remember that this plant was already famous in ancient Egypt, and it was used in working on the mummies, because it is quite famous for its powerful effect against different worms, roundworms, pinworms, and it improves as well our digestion system, and it supports the liver function as well. And at the same time, it improves the healthy digestion of our body. The next product is grapefruit, the seed extract of the grapefruit. It is this extract is liquid, and we're using a bit of membranes and a bit of the fruit itself. It has a very strong effect. It acts very actively against different types of pathogens. It has a very strong antibacterial and antifungal activity. It helps the body to resist viruses and allergens and strengthens our immune system. Marshmallow officinalis. It is a very strong plant. It has a very strong expectorant activity. It has a very strong anti-inflammatory effects. It has an enveloping effect. It sort of envelopes different viruses and different other parasites and kills them. It takes it out of the body. And this plant is able to absorb and inactivate toxins of bacteria and viruses, as well as their toxic products that damage our cells. And it also supports the regeneration of the damaged tissues. So where do we have this excellent substances? There in our product, Well Lab Anti-Germ Phyto, anti-parasitic formula, Anti-Germ Phyto. It has an excellent components which allows us to solve all sorts of problems. We recommend the same to take these capsules twice a day. Where do we use it? We use this product for cleansing the body from parasitic infestations or their metabolic products, and to improve the functioning of the liver and the biliary systems. We have the third project, which is called Uncaria. Very often it is called a kind of a cat's claws because it has very nice hooks. It is a kind of a plant kind of a plant which is very good to cleanse the entire digestive tract. It helps to get rid of poisons, toxins, and bad microorganisms, thus preparing the ground for the reintroduction of beneficial bacteria. It helps to restore the damaged cells, which means that the next cells, the growing cells, are going to be healthy. Chaga mushroom. It is a mushroom that has a beneficial effect on our digestive system. So if we have some problems with constipation, this may be a big problem, and to be able to improve our digestion, we really recommend this product. It is very effective against constipation. It acts very gently, normalizing our stool within a week. White willow. It is an excellent plant which lives for a long time. About 100 years ago, doctors managed to get a kind of an aspirin, salicylic acid from it, and it is salicin from the willow bark doesn't irritate our gastric tract and doesn't have any other side effects. What is important here, that it is very gentle to the lining of our gut, because normally salicylic acid has some negative effect on the lining of our gut system, but not the components made of white willow. And at the same time, willow has a very strong prophylactic preventive effect. And it has a very strong antiseptic effect and supports our immune system. So it really has, that was Uncaria Plus, in Uncaria Plus. We have here excellent components to support our immune system. And you know that we recommend to take 1 capsule 2 times a day, duration of treatment for 1 month, and it could be extended up to 3 months. What for do we need to take this product? To support the cells of our immune system, to reduce viral and allergic load, and to relieve the inflammatory processes, and to reduce intoxication. It is quite important for us to drink enough water. And we have the anti-sore active. It is an excellent product. We have the wild rose, and at the same time we have zinc there, beta-carotene as well, grape seeds, and we have also 1 capsule 2 times a day. So that is why I highly recommend this product, like anti-sore active. And Symbiotic Forte, I recommend it as well. We cleansed our body, we supported our immune system. And what can we do after that? This is Balancer Drain Maxi, which allows us to get rid of the excessive liquid, because very often toxins have this water retention qualities. If we want to get rid of this excessive water, we need to take these substances. And what is important here, to drink enough water. If we feel that our body feels not quite well, we have some slight increased temperature, we recommend you to take lukewarm water. We see that we have the aloe vera products, Renovital products. We talked about it earlier. We recommend to take this product after the detoxification problem. It is the most important is first to cleanse our body, to get rid of parasites. After that, we immediately improve our physical state, our psychological state. We are more active, and we have a holiday season ahead of us. We need to get properly prepared for that. And we want to underline that our products do not contradict the medication which you may be taking. And we recommend you to start doing those things today and not to postpone it until tomorrow. We need not to forget to be smiling, because our health is in our hands. Leonardo da Vinci said that there are three types of people: those who see when it is shown to them, and those who do not see anything. We need to be able to see the problem, to see the ways of resolving it, to see the best way of resolving this problem. And at the same time, we need to develop a proper approach. And that is why we suggest you an excellent way of resolving your problems. If you want to be healthy, we have something to help you. If you want to be beautiful and active, to be young and to be happy in this world, do join us, follow our road, because everything is very simple, very efficient, and brings you a lot of pleasure. I wish you good mood and good health.